There are two ways that you can add quiz or test questions. One is to create the question one at a time manually, which is kind of tedious. The second way is to import the test questions and the quiz questions via a text file, which does require some preliminary work, but it's a lot easier to do. Once the questions are in the test bank, you can use the questions over and over again in any order for any quiz or test that you want. So let's take a look at how to set up a question. So you can do a new question, a question bank, random question. I'm not sure what the random question function is. I've not done that, but let's look at how to add a new question. So you have a whole list of choices of types of questions that you can do. Multiple choice, true, false, matching, short answer, numerical, essay type questions, calculations, different kinds of calculations for math. We're not really going to worry too much about that. Drag and drop, which is kind of like matching, and various other few types of questions that are listed here. But let's just do multiple choice first. So we're going to add a question, add a multiple choice question. So you actually have to create the question. And so there's a category that you may or may not want to use. The question name, I suggest that you put the question name in the field so that you can kind of see what the question actually is. And the best way to do that is just use the question itself as the question name. So you can see here we have our first question. What is the first book of the Bible? That's the question name. The question itself is what is the first book of the Bible? And you can leave all of this default. You don't need to put general feedback in. There's one answer correct, or if you had a multiple choice like A and C, you would have to indicate that. You can shuffle the choices, so A, B, C, and D is different for every student. You can, how do you want them numbered or identified? A, B, C, capital A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, whatever the choices are. So the first answer is Ruth. There's no grade. The second answer is Genesis. And that's 100%. The third answer is Matthew, no points, and the fifth answer is Revelation. Of course, I just spelled it. Okay, so we can put as many blanks as you want. You can combine feedback for any correct response. You can give all these feedbacks however you want to do. Multiple tries, you want to let them do multiple tries. That's actually defaulted at 1 right now. They get no multiple tries. And then we're going to go ahead and save and continue editing. So now we have a question. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. We're going to go ahead and save the changes to the quiz. So now we have a 1-question quiz. And you can see this is how it shows up. What is the first book of the Bible? That's the title. This is the question itself. And here's the parameters. They get 1 point basically for that correct answer. And within the grade system, even though you're giving 1 point for the answer, it does adjust to get to the maximum of 100. So even if you only had 5 questions and they were each worth 1 point, they basically become 20% of the maximum grade. So we're going to go ahead and save this because now we have 1 test question in the quiz. Okay.